Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our second episode of Digital Customer Experience. My name is Vishali, and I work as a senior customer experience strategist. My focus is designing experiences and integrating emotions in the world of technology.
All right. My name is Akshay. I've been focusing on helping businesses enhance their digital customer experience and thrive in the digital landscape. So today we want to talk about A/B testing or multivariant testing, as it's called. So from that perspective, I think it's a term that's thrown around, but A/B testing or multivariant testing is basically taking multiple versions of the same message you're trying to convey and see which one resonates with your target audience. So talking about that, um, how does that impact the business, do you think, Vishali? A/B testing or multivariant testing?
Akshay, in our first episode, we spoke about who a customer is. And I think A B testing, the best way to describe it is to be able to learn about your customer. It's a technique through which you can understand which campaign, which content, what experience works very well for your customer. And that's the most important thing that directly impacts a business because once you learn about your customers, you're able to research and understand better about them through analytics. And A B testing is one of the best tools to kind of also validate hypotheses. Most of the times we have this creativity as marketers, like, oh, I think this will really work, or like this featureless card would work, or a carousel would work. So you can try and play around using the tools that we have in hand.
Makes sense, right? And I think from a tech perspective, it's all about implementing the right solution. So I think the giving the power to the marketers or the content authors to do that, I think is super important. And the way you build it is important. So a lot of the times things are built in a fast and quick way where you're not giving the ability for the content authors or the marketers to do the multivariant testing, or things don't get logged from the analytics perspective. So you're taking the power away from the business to make the right decision. So I think if it's done right, it is a very powerful tool. And remember, personalization, A/B testing, it's an ongoing effort. It isn't one and done when the project is implemented. I think that's a misconception. And a lot of the companies do this. There's been very few companies I've worked with where a personalization is an ongoing business goal that continues way after the project is implemented.
Yeah, and I think same as with the results of A/B testing, like you said, just like personalization, when you do A/B testing, most of the time organizations take it as a mini project and then wrap it up. And then you learn about the results. You don't kind of actually put it in the product life cycle to say, this worked well. Now let's try if this would work well for different demographics or different segments. So I love how you mentioned that it should be an ongoing thing. It's not a
Yeah.
one-stop solution and then that's about it. So I'm curious to, I think I already kind of gave away the takeaway, but if there's any other takeaway from your perspective that our audience should listen from this episode, what would it be?
I think all sides of the business. So, like I mentioned, the thing is that this personalization A/B testing is an ongoing effort. Don't just think of it as the start or somewhere in between you can pick it up and
Mhm.
work with the business, right? It has to work well with all, like your tech team has to work well with your marketing and content authoring and the business. So the business and the customer see the value in it. I think that's the most important part in this.
All right, folks, see you in our next episode. Thank you for joining us today.